available. The ball in play, another into the area. Over Harry Kane. This should wrap it up. And it has. Harry Kane. Now it's available. The ball in play, another into the area. Over Harry Kane. This should wrap it up.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Welcome to 6 Yard Box, another edition, football update, football review. Just keep catching up with what's been happening throughout in the world of football for the week, like we normally do every weekend, every week. We got a review video as well. We got a preview video coming on Friday for all the games coming up over the weekend. There's been some games during the week, during this week, and it's been very busy for all the teams in the Premier League as we're running down to the last couple of games. So let's just go through the quick updates of what's been going on lately in the world of football. Firstly, we're going to go through all the games over the last weekend, have a quick look over those games, let you know, just have a quick talk about it, and then look about the games that's been played during the week as well. Look at what's been happening over the weekend, and try and look at everything else in between. So let's go. You're welcome. Make sure you smash the like, subscribe to the channel. 6 Yard Box is a new channel that's just we just we're the babies in this game, but we're trying to bring you quality products, quality content as well. We have match analysis of game day. So of game days, I must say. Make sure you watch out for that one. That's one of my favorite that we normally do. We're going to be doing one over this weekend as well. We got a kickoff. We got a game on Saturday. We don't know what game we're going to cover, but the Sunday game is going to be Tottenham taking on Wolves. That's at 2:00 in the afternoon. That's going to be our watch along for the week. So right about now, let's just go through all the games that's been played over the weekend. So quick look over the weekend games. On Saturday, so over the weekend we've had a couple of games that's been played already. Over the weekend, we're just gonna have a quick look at those games. Yeah, so we're gonna have a quick look about those games if that's been played already. The weekend. So yeah, we started on I think it was on a Saturday. Yeah, we got a Saturday game, which was which was game day 35. Saturday, which was game day 35. Newcastle played Leicester on Friday. It was an easy win for Newcastle. That was surprising to everybody. They were leading 4-0 at one time, and they just played. That's why the Premier League is so interesting. You never know what's going to happen. And that game was incredible. They just smashed. Basically, they smashed Newcastle up, and they won that game easily. Newcastle won it 4-2. Leicester was struggling throughout the game. It was a very, very strange game. Newcastle just looked like really good. They look like world beaters and they played. That's why the Premier League is so difficult, man. You can't predict what's going to happen week to week, especially with no fans. Then on Saturday, my team played Tottenham. It was just a one-sided game. Leeds played us off the park. The energy, the enthusiastic nature. That was a big word, man. I only bite my tongue there. The enthusiastic nature of the Leeds players was refreshing to see the way they play their football. They know what they're doing. They press Tottenham, caused a lot of problems, played in between the lines, press, played in transition, and they just kept going forward and they won the game. Mistakes from Tottenham as normal, we know. They're still making the same mistakes. Eric Dyer, the normal people. making mistakes. But you know, I think we've all said everything we need to say about that, and it's just a case of waiting to the end of the season. Tottenham lost that one 3-1. Then Sheffield United lost 2-0 to Crystal Palace. Sheffield are relegated. Crystal Palace doing well. City Chelsea, that ended 2-1 to Chelsea again. That was on Saturday. I missed that. Chelsea played really well according to reports. They scored the winning goal in the last couple of minutes to win the game 2-1. And then we went to Liverpool, Southampton. Liverpool beat Southampton 2-0. We had Wolves versus Brighton. Apparently, that was a very good game. Wolves won that 2-1. Some players got sent off for Brighton. I think it was their captain. No, the centre back, Donk. Yeah, he got sent off for that. Apparently, Brighton played really well. Then we moved on to Villa, Manchester United. That was on Sunday in the evening. I think that's the late kickoff. Villa got a red card. Manchester won that 2-1 as well. Or was it 3-1? Yeah. And then we went on to Monday when West Ham had a chance to go forward and put their mark on top four, but they blew it again. They lost 1-0 to Everton. The Premier League is just crazy. The results are just weird. And it's just been so interesting for the neutrals. Then we had Arsenal taking on West Brom on a Sunday. Arsenal won 3-1. Then we had the Monday kickoff, Fulham Burnley. Fulham lost 2-0. Fulham are down. Then yesterday there were still more games. Southampton Crystal Palace ended 3-1. Then another kickoff yesterday was in Manchester United Leicester. Manchester United playing 3 games in a week, in a couple of 7 days or 6 days, crazy like that. They had to make changes. They put some players on the bench. They played their second team basically, and Leicester won 2-1. Then Chelsea and Arsenal are kicking off right about now as we speak. So if you're watching the video, that's if you're watching the video the following day. So yeah, that's been a crazy marathon. Excuse me. That's been a crazy marathon week for the Premier League. The game has been coming thick and fast. It continues as well. Villa taking on Everton tomorrow. And that has been the crazy week of the Premier League, to be honest. So it's been all games after games after games after game. Chelsea, Arsenal, I can see Chelsea winning this one, but you never know in the Premier League. You've been seeing so many crazy results so far. So then, in other news, the Tottenham board and Chelsea board, Tottenham board came out and said they were going to include fans representation on their board. It's a good thing. On the other hand, I can see where some people were thinking this might be really a bad thing. On one hand, you want the fans to be there, you want to hear their voice, you want them to have a voice at the board level. On the other hand, most fans have never run it. Not the size of a football club as Tottenham. They are not business people, like I said. You know, they've not. You know, they can get their emotionals a little bit too involved. I know the fans can be on the board and influence or not influence, but have their own. You know, have a say in terms of things like maybe ticket prices or improving the stadium experience, or maybe the fans have complaints about something. But the question is, where do you draw the line from when fans are, when what fans can actually demand in terms of, most fans will want to sign Messi every summer. They want to buy expensive players, but the board members are people they got business heads on. Basically, they're thinking about how the club will survive. I don't know what the financials are for Tottenham. I wouldn't have a clue, but I can see both sides of the argument. But basically, I'm definitely 100% behind having fans on the board. Definitely, that's no question about that. I want fans on the board, but you need people that know what they're doing. You need people that's going to set emotions aside and, try and understand the business side of it. Because let's be honest, Tottenham are not going to be competing with City in terms of buying players. That's a fact. That's never happened. I don't think it will happen in the future. But I do understand when the fans are saying there's some times whereby Tottenham are like, what do you call it? Cutting corners in terms of going out and getting that player that we need to push on. I understand when fans say that. And I think, the members and Levy and Daniel Levy has to understand and try and maybe meet the fans in halfway and try and be honest as well with the fans and say, we're not going to be buying, the kind of player. This is the kind of players that we are going for. At least the fans won't. I think sometimes I can see, but sometimes it's counterproductive to be telling fans, "Oh, this is roughly how much." Not exactly figures, but just roughly are the kind of players we're going for. It's counterproductive because that could work against you in terms of, I don't know, maybe when you put buying players and that might allow other clubs as well, let other clubs know what your plans are. So there's always a double-edged sword to most of these things, but it's a difficult one. It's a difficult one, but definitely fans has to be on board. They have to be part of the board as well, and I think it's the first step by Tottenham saying, yeah, they're going to allow fan representation on the board. That's definitely good. That's the first step. So I think that's somewhere to work from. That's the starting point. And I think going forward, hopefully, there should be progress going forward. Yeah, so that's my take on that from a Tottenham point of view. I hope other clubs will continue to do that. Apparently, Juve and Real Madrid or something in Spain have not. They're still going ahead with this European Super League idea, and they are not backing down. And it's a shame. It's a shame, but every league is different. I think in this country, there's a lot of people that held old football, and in a way whereby they look at it as the people's sports, and it's more for the average man on the street, and the value that the value calling that sport theirs, and it also helps a lot of helps a lot of people grassroots level as well. So many players move on, sell on fees, sell on clothes, help lower clubs as well. So it's very, very, the football is very important for people in this country, and the way they look at it, they value it a lot more, maybe than other countries. I think the example of Germany is something that we could copy down here as well, and if we could do that, it would be very, very good for the sport, and everybody will be at least happy, at least on the same page. So yeah, that's to talk about other news. And other news as well, Barcelona played 3-3 with Levante, I think it was, and I think they're still struggling to top the table. There's three clubs fighting for here: Atlanta, Atletico Madrid, Barcelona, and Real Madrid, which is expected anyway. So yeah, so that's what's happening in other news. So yeah, the plan for the week. The plan for the week is we're going to be doing a watch along on Sunday. Sorry, Tottenham Wolves. The game on Saturday. We don't know which one we're going to do, but we'll keep you posted. Make sure you set your notifications, set all your follow, like, share, subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate everyone for subscribing. Thank you very much. I hope to give you more content, come up with more content. Watch out for the game day analysis. That's going to be for the games over the weekend. I think we're going to do two, actually. There's going to be one for the game on Saturday. The game watch along on Saturday, and then there's going to be one for the Tottenham game. So watch out for those ones. There's a review preview video as well dropping before the weekend. So make sure you check that one out as well. Commentary box is tomorrow as well. We'll be just talking about everything in general in terms of just looking at what's popping, what's happening, and try and talk about managers coming to Tottenham and pick. We're going to be looking to pick a pool of players which will be going into our team of the season, squad, which will be announcing the week of the week, which will be announcing it at the end of the season, maybe the last weekend of the season. So, but commentary box tomorrow, we'll be doing like a pool of 20 players, which will be narrowed down to a squad of maybe 15 at the end of the season for team of the season. Team of the season. So we will narrow it down to 15 players, which will be our team of the season. So if you have anyone in mind, if you have a favorite, if you have somebody that you think we should put in, make sure you drop us an email or send us a comment, yardboxix@gmail.com, or you could just send us a comment on any of our videos and we'll pick it up. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. Thank you for your subscription, and make sure you follow, like, share, all the good stuff. And then I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Take care.